Yo, what's good, fam? I'm back again with another video, and I hope that everybody's having a beautiful, blessed, loving, amazing journey. Hope that everybody's having a great day today. Um, I am at work, so I am gonna be speaking. I'm at work right now. I'm gonna be speaking about Nofap and SR. But yeah, so like today, I want to speak on how Nofap and SR can be placebo. A lot of people, this is like a topic that comes up a lot within this community, is like, is nofap and SR, is practicing celibacy placebo? I like to say, I want to say right now that it can be placebo, but it's really not. The reason why I say that it can be placebo, bec- the reason why I say this, because I say it because of the idea of nofap and what nofap and being celibate brings to the table. The reason why I say it can be placebo is because at times there could be times where we as men, when we practice this journey, we can get too involved into the idea of being celibate and the idea of being on 100 plus days of being celibate, and what it brings, what comes, the benefits that come along with going on those high streaks. It comes to a point to where you start to practice celibacy, you start to practice nofap and SR for such a long time, and then you get so attached to the idea of going on these long streaks and what comes with those long streaks, such as women attraction, physical benefits, mental clarity, so on and so forth. When we start to attach ourselves to this idea, that's when the placebo starts to be created, because it almost like it hinders you, and it almost holds you back to a certain point. At a certain point, it starts to hold you back and it starts to hinder you, because you'll get to like 100-day streak and then you'll relapse. And then when you relapse, you feel like your life is over. You feel like you're not the best version of you. You felt great. You felt like a king. You felt like amazing, right? When you were on day 100, but then you relapse, right? And you feel like you lost everything. You feel like you ruined your whole life. You feel like your life is over now because you lost a number. That's when it starts to become a placebo. That's when nofap starts to not serve you, because now it's not really about being celibate. Now it's not really about nofap and SR. Now it's just really about you going on high days and making and putting the power in the days, and thinking that the longer you go, that the more benefits that you'll get, and the better you'll become. This is true, but at the same time, even if you go on 300 days, if you're not doing anything with the energy, you're just sitting there, you're just cultivating energy. You feel me? You can cultivate energy. You can go on 300 days and still not be successful, because nofap and SR, cultivating your sexual energy, is just a tool, right? It's something that enhances your life. But if you don't step out of your comfort zone, if you're not striving for anything, if you don't have any goals, if you're not giving life color, if you're not the one giving your life color, then the energy of retention, the idea of going on 300 days, it's really not going to serve you. It's going to serve you a little bit, like 10% of it. You'll get physical benefits, you'll get women attraction, shit like that. But the good part of celibacy and the good part of retention is when you have something to work towards, something to build, whether it be an empire, like maybe you want to become rich, maybe you want to serve the world, whatever it is that you want to do. See, nofap and being celibate and cultivating your sexual energy is most beneficial when you have a creative outlet to submit that energy into, right? To submit that energy into. If you are just retaining just for attraction and egotistical reasons, then nofap and SR is only going to serve you for a certain amount of time, and then it's just going to become a placebo. And then it is going to become a placebo. You feel me? You're going to relapse, and you're going to feel like just because you're on day one, you're not the best version of you. That's wrong. I actually realized that myself. There was times where I used to go like on really high streaks, and yeah, I feel amazing. I feel like a god. But most recently, like, I made a video on how I relapsed, but I realized something. Like, I'm on day 3, bro. Day 3. And honestly, I feel like I'm day 40. I feel like I'm on day 40. It's really about the mind, bro. It's really just the mind, bro. Like, if you really tell yourself, yo, if you can relapse today, bro, and wake up next morning And if you don't put no energy into that relapse, if you don't, feel guilty, if you don't just don't pay no mind to that relapse, obviously change it, be aware that you relapsed, then it's not okay. But if you don't stress about it, then you literally can go out into the world and be confident if you just choose to be confident. You feel me? With that being said, there it does get to a point to where Nofap and SR does become a placebo. The idea of you thinking that the days really matter is the placebo itself. Like, don't put too much emphasis on the days, bro. You feel me? Days, obviously, the more you cultivate your energy, the more days you can hold on, the better you become, spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. But don't put too much emphasis on days, because that's when you start to hold yourself down, I noticed. With that being said, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for your love, support, and thank you very much for being with me. You guys are appreciated. Man, keep doing you. Keep being great, bro. Whatever it is that you're doing, do your thing, bro, and fly high. And that goes to man and women, king and queen, man. You are great. Do you, and just know that you are appreciated. I'm out. Thank you so much for your support. Peace.